This challenge is called Disk Sleuth 2. It's a medium level challenge from the forensics category from the picoCTF 2021 event. The description says, all we know is the file with the flag is named down at the bottom.txt, and then there's a link to a disk image. So the first thing we need to do is we need to copy this disk image to our picoCTF web shell. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on the link and then select copy link address. Next, we're going to go over to our web shell, and then we're going to create a directory to work within. So for these disk image forensics challenges, we can't work within our home directory because the home directory doesn't have enough allotted disk space. So what we need to do is we need to create a directory inside of the temporary directory, and we can do so with the following command. So it's make dir /tmp/ and then I'm going to create a directory called ... the shy hat, but you can create a directory with your username instead. So after we create that directory, we're going to enter that directory. And then after we've entered our directory inside the TMP directory, we're going to use wget to download the file. So after we've typed in the word wget and added a space, we can right click and then paste and then hit enter to download the file. So after that, we'll see that this .gz file is in here. So it is a gzip file, meaning it's a compressed file, and we can't work with a compressed file. So what we need to do is we need to use gunzip in order to decompress the file. So the command is gunzip and then the name of the file, and then hit enter to unzip the file. So after that's done, we'll see that there's the dds2 alpine.flag.img file in here. And if we run the file command on it, we'll see that it is a mbr boot sector partition 1 file, which means that it is a disk image. So we can also get that, that kind of inference from the .img file extension over here. So we're going to clear off, and then we're going to run the mmls command on this file, and this is going to give us the contents of the disk image and tell us where the partitions are. So from the output, we see that the Linux partition is located at this offset right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this as an argument for our next command. And the next command is going to be the file ls command, otherwise known as fls. So fls -r-p-o for offset. And we're going to provide the offset, which is 2048, and then the name of the image, which is this. So if we're to do this, it's going to give us the file contents of the entire file system. So as we can see, that's a bit of information overload. So what we're going to do is we're going to grep for the file that we want to look for. So if you recall, over at the file, at the challenge description page, we're looking for a file named down at the bottom.txt. So let's do that. So we're going to give the same command again. Let's clear this. We're going to send the same command again, but this time we're going to pipe this into grep, and we're going to look for down at the bottom.txt. Okay, so we're going to grep down at the bottom.txt inside of this output over here for the file ls fls command. And when we do that, we see that it's under the root directory over here, and it has this node right over here. So we need this node number for the next command we're going to do, and we're going to do the icat, the image cat, in order to read the file. And we have to supply the offset for the partition, which is 2048. And we also need to supply the file name, which is this. And the last thing we need to supply is the node number, which is 18291. Okay? So this is going to read the partition that is at offset 2048 in this file and with this node, which is this file over here down at the bottom, .txt. So when we run that, we get this output right here, picoCTF, and this is the flag value, okay? So what we can do here is we can copy this flag output and we can put this into a file. We're going to nano it into a file called flag.txt. So we're going to paste in the content, and then we're going to save the file. So after we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to cat out the output of flag.txt, but we're going to pipe it into the sed command. And the sed command we're going to use is this one right here that I conveniently got from ChatGPT. And what this is going to do is it's going to eliminate all of these extraneous characters. So these parentheses, these slashes and backslashes, but it's going to keep the underscores. And after the output is done, we get something like this. So this is about as far as we can go without eliminating the underscores that are already in the flag. So what we're going to do is we're going to paste in this flag to the challenge, but we're going to eliminate the underscores, the extra underscores, once we arrive at the challenge page, and then we're going to paste in the flag. And all of these extra underscores, we're going to delete all of them. And after we've done that, we should have a flag that looks like this. And this is what we want to submit as the flag. Just click on Submit Flag, and then we're finished.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.